Good afternoon and welcome to the Empower Room. I am your host, Rep T, and glad to be with you all on this Sunday afternoon. And it's the first Sunday of October, and we have been busy doing other things, and now at the point of getting relaunched, if you will, for the Empower Room. And hope you're having a great day. So we're going to go ahead and get started.
Welcome to the Empower Room for Empowering Moments with your host, Timothy Hughes. Empowering Moments is brought to you by Empower Media, LLC, where we empower you, parents, and the entire community with transformative information to move mind and spirit to a higher state of well-being. So welcome to the Empower Room. And let's get started.
All right. So we welcome you all to the Empower Room for Empowering Moments. My name is Reverend Timothy Hughes. And I go by Rev T. So I want to thank you for being with us this afternoon in the Empower Room. It's been a minute since we have gone live, and I thought this would be a good day to come back and get things rolling for us again as we embark on a new season. We're in fall and getting ready to go into a presidential election season. So wanted to come back and get things rolling, and we look forward to sharing more information with you in regard to what Empower is all about. As you see, the letters MPWR, that's our play on the word empower. And these are empowering moments. And we ask that you please like our page, send an emoji, hit us with a comment, share and follow us. We're on Facebook and also YouTube. So please check us out and let us know what you think in regard to our format. All right. So thank you very much for that. And to give you a little information, Empower Media LLC is a social empowerment entity, and we empower community through social and digital media, book publishing, programs, and speaking engagements. We have over 25 years of experience in these various areas. The book publication is something new that we have embarked on, and we also have a website, which is MPWRmedia.LLC1.com. And if you go to that website, you're able to see some of the services that are available to you, and they do include culture diversity conversations. There's a PowerPoint presentation that we have put together from where do we go from here, chaos or community, kind of a dialogue discussion from Dr. King's book. And we also do a wisdom for young men presentation, and parent empowerment are just a few of the services that we're able to provide. So if you're interested in that, definitely go to our website, Empower Media LLC1. Again, play on words, MPWR Media LLC1.com, and we'll be more than happy to be of service to you. All right. All right. So the purpose of Empowering Moments is to cover pretty much three things, and we talk about culture, current events, and faith concerns as well. We also do have special guests that join us on occasion from all over the world, not just in the United States, and we're grateful for all those that have been a part of the Empower Room thus far. We've embarked on this since the beginning of the pandemic and are continuing to this day. So I want to thank you all for your support of what we're doing and what we are attempting to do to give something back to our community from the experience that we have gained over the years. So I want to lift up the publication that we have, which is In the Blink of an Eye, which is our first publication. It is available for you on Amazon. So I want to encourage you to go to Amazon.com, and this is the book In the Blink of an Eye, an out of this world experience. I want to thank those that provided reviews for the book. I am trying to now transition more to the marketing of the book more so now than ever. So I want to thank those that provided reviews of the book on Amazon. And if you do have a copy of the book, I want to encourage you to, and if you have not left a review, I would encourage you to please go to Amazon and leave a review of the book In the Blink of an Eye. The responses that we again have received have been the book has been very well received, and it talks about my experience. I had a sudden death heart attack and my experience with that and where I had it and all that. And we did the best that we could to take people on a journey in regard to what I experienced. And my wife has a chapter in the book as well. I just want to thank her for her contribution to the book, and also Lionheart Media, who designed the cover and edited the book for us, and also for Lois Ingram, who provided some of the photography for the book as well. So there are pictures in the book as well. So we wanted to try to make it a good blend of a book, and the response has really been great. It's not a long read. We didn't want to make it a real long book, and from the responses, it really is a book that captures you, and it's hard to put down once you pick it up and start reading. So again, thank you all so much for your purchasing the book, and for those who provided reviews for the book, I thank you. And please, if you don't mind, please feel free to go to Amazon and share your reviews. I will be blessed to go to a book fair in Houston near the end of the month, and looking forward to promoting the book there as well, and getting some other things kicked off too before the year's out. So thank you all so much. The hesitation again has been this pandemic, and we're going to go ahead and get things rolling. And our first engagement will be in Houston near the end of the month. So grateful for that. All righty. All right. So again, like I said, we get into 3 areas: culture, we get into current events, and we also get into faith. All right. So from the cultural perspective, in light of all that's been going on, especially since our last time coming to you live to today, with all that has taken place in our community, I want to first say, the African American community has provided so much to culture here in the United States and the African diaspora. I mean, people of color, period. Uh, the Lord created each and every one of us, and we all bring something to the table. Amen. So I want to encourage us to definitely stay woke in the midst of all that is transpiring in our country specifically, and in the world as well. I mean, we have wars going on, with the Ukraine and Russia, and then I'm keeping an eye on Niger as well in Africa in regard to the coup that took place there. So there's a lot going on in our world that we should want to make sure that we're staying aware of in our world while we are here, and to do what we can to be able to provide the open communication and the peace. I feel that our Creator wants us to maintain and to have and to embody and to increase. All right, while we're here on this earth. So just want to encourage us to do that. I know there's this anti-woke propaganda that's going on that's really foolish. So to stay woke is a good thing. I'd rather be awake than sleep. Like right now, there's no way I could do this show if I was asleep. Okay, so you need to be awake and be woke in regard to what's going on around you in your community, in your state, in your region, in our country, in this world. All right. So I want to encourage you to please do that. There's social media, if used correctly, can be really beneficial, and encourage you to make sure that you are critically thinking about what you see, what you hear, and all that. Do your research. Just don't take everything you hear at first face value, especially on social media. I want to encourage you to do some research with that. And we are blessed to be able to do that. When I was growing up, we didn't have the internet to be able to go to kind of fact check things and that type of thing. So we have all those options before us. And I think that's a way of helping you to stay woke in regard to the alternative of what folk want you to do is just to sit back and take it. All right. So that's my spiel in regard to the cultural. And again, we have a lot to celebrate. So let's be mindful to take those woosah moments and be mindful of the positive and wonderful, beautiful, flavorful, the seasoning that the African American community has brought to this country. All right, so let's be mindful of that. All right, so that's that on the cultural piece, and there's also in regard to the current events. I'm so grateful that the that we did not have a shutdown. So grateful for that. That did not take place in regard to a shutdown that could have taken place last night, and then there will be so many people that would be unable to receive their checks. And a lot of folk are living check to check. Even if you're not living check to check, I mean, we work to get paid, whether you live in check to check or not. So that would have been very disheartening for the leadership of this country that's supposed to represent us to have allowed this to take place, for a shutdown to take place. So I know there's this 40 so many days of negotiation or whatever that needs to take place for the final budget to be passed. So let's be encouraged to get in contact with our representatives to make sure that they are representing us in the manner that they were voted to do. All right. And there's a quote by Dr. King that I think is very appropriate for this time. And it says, freedom is not given, it is won. Freedom is won by a struggle against suffering. Freedom is not won by a passive acceptance of suffering. Let me read that again. Freedom is not given, it is won. Freedom is won by a struggle against suffering. Freedom is not won by a passive acceptance of suffering. Again, this is a quote by the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The book, Where Do We Go From Here? Chaos or Community? And I want to encourage you to, if you have not had the opportunity to read this book, to please get a copy in every household, not just African American community, the entire country needs to read this. This is a text that should be studied and examined in every school, high school specifically. I feel, in light of being able to understand and to get a good gauge on how the America that we live in has been created. And I find that a lot of truths in this book by the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And I want to encourage you to please make sure you get a copy of Where Do We Go From Here? Chaos or Community? And you will be surprised how prophetic this book is from when he wrote this book, because it's the last book that he wrote before he was assassinated. All right. So please make sure that you get that. And I'll be sharing some more thoughts in regard to that, this book, and excerpts from this book that I think are really powerful and appropriate for the format that we have here with the empowering moments. All right. So lastly, we're dealing with the inspirational reflections, and just want to be mindful of us, and being mindful of the power of faith, and to encourage you to keep the faith. I remember my father in the ministry from New Sunny Mount Missionary Baptist Church would say, "Forsaken all, I trust Him." That's if you were to use the word faith as an acronym, faith, forsaking all, I trust Him. And in the midst of all that is going on in our world and maybe our personal lives, what we see in regard to what's happening with the budget, and the presidential election that is about to take place, and um, weighing and critically thinking about the what we're up against, and all that. I want to encourage us to keep the faith for sure, and forsaking all, trust in Him for sure. And through this time, was awakened a couple of weeks ago about 4 in the morning, and something hit me as to in regard to what happens if Donald Trump does win the election, for example. And I was concerned with that because of what I am hearing his concerns to be, are one of getting back at people, possibly wanting to hurt and harm people, wanting to defund things that I think would not be beneficial for our democracy. So, with that, I feel that that to me is a warning. So I want to encourage us to be woke, okay, in regard to what Dr. King had to say in regard to the freedom that we have. We can't do it from just a passive perspective. We need to be engaged in the best way that we possibly can. I want to encourage everyone, if you're not registered to vote, make sure you get registered to vote, and then make sure you vote, not only presidentially, but in every local election that you are able to vote in, because what happens in the school boards is important. What happens locally is important. And I feel what happens on the national level is important too. I know they say all politics is local. I'm sorry, my perspective, all politics is everywhere. So wherever we are needing to vote or able to vote, we need to vote. I don't care if it's local, national, worldwide, whatever. We need to vote, okay, because that affects our freedom of where this country can go. We know this has been an experiment, and we are going through some growing pains in regard to this experiment. So let's be on the side of freedom for all people of the United States, and be encouraged by our faith to know that forsaken all, I will trust Him. And I know through that, understanding that type of foundation, He will bring us through as He has brought us to this day. All right. So thank you all so much for joining us on today. We wanted to keep it brief, and hope you're having a great day. I'm getting ready to go watch some more football, and pray that you have a wonderful rest of the day, and encourage you again to check us out. We are available to, again, at empowermediallc1.com is our website. If you want to get more information about who we're about and what we do, please check that out. And also the book, In the Blink of an Eye, is also available on Amazon.com. And we really would appreciate any reviews you would like to lend in regard to the book. And again, thank you again for all those that purchased the book, all those that have left their reviews as well on Amazon. Thank you very much, and keep me in your prayers as we embark on really pushing more intentionally of the promotion of this book, because I want to bless as many people as we possibly can with what God has given me to share. All right. So thank you all so much. You have a blessed day and blessed week, and we will see you in definitely another 2 weeks. All right. And look forward to being back with you in the Empower Room. All right. Have a great day.
Thank you for joining us in the Empower Room. Hope you have received some impactful information. Please like or leave a comment. See you next week in the Empower Room, brought to you by Empower Media LLC and your host, Reverend Timothy Hughes, aka Rev T.